What's up, guys? Thanks for clicking on the video. We got Soup's Kaizo Training. We're just going to go through the Kaizo tricks in the level, explain how to do them. Hopefully it makes sense, and at the end of the day you just got to practice them and you'll learn how to, you got P-switch jump, pow drop jumps, shell jumps, like shell drops and spring jumps, and then the mid-airs are definitely the hardest thing in the level, but hopefully we can get to those too. The beginning of the level, I have the 3 doors that you have to go through to get coins. Once you get all 3 coins, you can go through the checkpoint to get to the end to beat the level. Or if you're feeling really ballsy, you can come up here to the top. And if you go through this pipe, there's a midair, which is the hardest trick in the book. But if you can land that, then you go straight to the end and you beat the level. The reason I have a shell down here, so if you get the shell, a lot of Kaizo involves like precision, so the whole thing behind it is so that you can practice, throwing it up in the air while switching through vines and just like really trying to work on shell control. And but once you get shell control, we can get right into it. We'll start with the easy door first. We're like, poops, Kaizo. Hey, bro. First up, we got the P-switch jumps. These are probably one of the easiest. So all you gotta do here is you jump onto the P-switch, and every Mario level, like every Mario generation has a different precision to it. In this Mario, you really want to just like jump as soon as you're hitting the tip of the P-switch, you jump. So that's really the whole idea behind it, is you just want to jump as soon as you hit the top. And that just takes a lot of practice, but you'll get it. Next up, we got the POW. The POW's a little harder. Really, you just want to practice jumping up and dropping it. You don't want to throw it. You really just want to drop it. And you also want to drop it before you get to the top. So it's almost like you're rolling your thumb. You're holding the grab button and the jump button, and as you press the jump button, just roll your thumb off the grab button. And as you can see, I completely fucked up there. If you mess up, just go through the door, and it'll reset everything for you. So what you want to do is you want to drop it as you're still moving up, so that Mario goes higher than the point at which you drop it. And then you want to do that while running at the wall. And so all you gotta do is walk towards the wall, drop it, and then jump off of it. Cuddle Addict. Oh, nice.
Hello, Pornhub.
Nice. Oh, jeez. You're there. Easy. The second door we're going to do is the spring jump door. I would say this is almost up there in the easier categories, but this one definitely takes a long time to get consistent at. So the spring jumps, you want to do the whole drop technique, the same thing you do with the POW, but you want to be moving while you do it so that you can catch up to the spring as you drop it. So as you're moving to the right, you don't have to be full sprint. To me, it feels like the faster you run, the harder it is. But as you're walking at a casual pace, you just want to drop it, kind of roll your thumb, drop it, and then bounce off of it. So as you're slightly moving, you just want to jump up, drop it, and then bounce off of it again. And then I have another one here so you get a little bit more practice. So once again, you move, jump, drop, bounce. That sounds like you're almost, when you let go of the grab button, as soon as you drop it, you're pretty much letting go of A and hitting it again immediately to make sure you get that bounce off of this one. So now we're going to move on to the last and final door, which is definitely the hardest of all of them, and that is the shell jump. Yeah, good. I feel like I'm not. I feel like most of it's just visual. So with the shell jump, it's kind of tricky. I have these blocks down on the ground here to represent it. Kind of, you want to stand in the middle of the blocks and you jump, and then the same rolling technique that you used in all the previous ones, you want to do the same thing at the top of the jump so that you'll throw the shell to hit that block, and as it bounces off the wall, you'll catch it on the rebound.
Hello, Pornhub Capod.
Oh. So you jump, let go, and you can do this while you're not moving. Just stand in one place. And it's good practice just to stand here and do it. You'll die, it's fine. If you die, typically that means you held onto the shell a little bit too long. Bam. Once you make the shell jump, this last section is actually kind of tough. The arrows probably don't make sense, but so the goal here is you're gonna grab a shell. You want to run, and when the arrow hits the wall at the top, that's actually a drop. You're gonna drop it again, but you're dropping it right against the wall, and then Mario's butt is actually gonna hit the shell against the wall, send it behind you, and then you're gonna catch it on the bottom. I know it sounds confusing, but just watch it, and once you see it, it'll make a little bit more sense. Drop it, and then hold your jump button until you get that second bounce, and then go to the right. I'll do it one more time. Drop it, catch the rebound, and you're in there. So there's another Kaizo trick you can do here to get up to the top. If you don't want to do the drop jump, you can actually throw a shell up, and if you spin right, you can actually bounce off of the shell while it's dropping and make it to the top. Throw it up. Bam. That's another way you can do it. Throw up the shell, spin, and you're good. That's the second way up there if you don't want to do the drop. So the last section is by far the hardest section, and this is where you do a midair. I myself am terrible at these, but I threw it in here just so I can practice. I got a lot of learning to do. So the concept of a midair is you want to hold a shell, full sprint, jump, and then in the middle of the jump, you kind of want to do an action of looking behind you and then forwards. And you want to release the shell as Mario's making the animation forward again. And all of this, you're going to be holding the jump button at the same time. So it's another one of those things where you want to roll the thumb off of the grab button while maintaining the jump. And when you do this, you can actually throw the shell at the same speed that you're traveling. Like it'll slow down the throw. And if you let go of the shell while you're still in that upward movement and it's beneath you, you can catch a jump off of it. Bam! I'm gonna try to get a couple of those. I'm surprised that actually only took me like 3 attempts.
Like midairs. Try the fresh new Mighty Angus mushroom burger from McDonald's. McDonald's. Ba 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 da ba. I'm loving it.
So what you want to do is you want to jump, look behind you, look forwards, and then let go as Mario is making that motion forwards again. And you want to do it near the peak of your jump. Definitely not after the peak. Sometimes you'll throw the shell straight up in the air. Sometimes you'll just drop it. If that happens, just try to slow down your pace a little bit. And if you throw it and it's right underneath you, then you need to just wait a little bit and get a little higher in the air. If you kill yourself, then you're very, very close. So killing yourself is actually a sign of, hey, you're getting close. Or not. You just gotta keep doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you learned anything, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. And if you really enjoyed it, you can hit the like button too. But thanks for watching. Feel free to follow me here. Catch me over on Twitch. I stream there. I try to stream there pretty frequently. Feel free to drop in, say hello. If you need some pointers, if you need some pointers, I can.
EEF free.
I have a good community. Yes, nice. But if you need some pointers, I can try to give them to you in person rather than through a video, so I can answer questions. We can go back and forth. And then the people who watch me are also way better than me. So typically, if they're in the chat too, they can help out. But thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch y'all there. Peace.